When the sun's shining, there's nothing I love more than a shrimp and tomato salad. It's simple, wonderful flavors of citrus and garlicky shrimp. However, it's raining outside, so I'm going to take this relish recipe and we're going to make it indoors. Let's take a look at the ingredients, what we're going to be using for this recipe. I've got some cherry tomatoes and they've been halved. Some heirloom tomatoes, these got a beautiful purple colour. Some yellow heirloom tomatoes, and then we've got some Roma tomatoes. In the bowl here we have a citrus vinaigrette that's made from whole grain mustard, fresh citrus, extra virgin olive oil and some fresh cilantro to give it a little bit of sweetness. Maybe a dash of honey or sugar would be good for that. I have some shrimp. These have been peeled and deveined. We've taken the shrimp in some olive oil and some garlic. Finally, some regular olive oil to cook the shrimps in. Okay, the pan I've got on a medium-high heat. I'm going to add the oil to it. It's a real simple recipe. I'm going to add the shrimp to here. What I want to do is cook the shrimp relatively slowly. I don't want to cook them too aggressively because I find that it's a muscle and it tightens up. So I've got the shrimp in there, and what I'm going to do at this stage is season with some salt, small amount, and some pepper. Freshly milled pepper is the way to go. If you can invest in a pepper mill, that's certainly the way to cook. The pre-ground stuff could have been pre-ground years ago. While the shrimp are cooking, let's make the tomato salad. Really simple to do. In the bowl, I'm going to add some of the dressing to the tomatoes. And we just want to coat the tomatoes. We don't need to use too much. We're not looking to make a soup with a salad. Whenever you're doing salad, what you want to do is just dress the actual item, whether it's lettuce, whether it's tomato, just give it a dressing. Moving that to the side while the shrimp are cooking, I'm going to take the plate, and what we're going to do is take some of these heirloom tomatoes. So I'm going to take the actual tomato, the purple one, place that on the plate. I'm going to take a yellow one, place that on the plate, a red one, and then maybe what we'll do is finish this up with one more of those purple ones. What I like to do to add flavour to it is certainly take a little bit more of the dressing with a pastry brush, making sure that everything's nicely dressed. Just dress these tomatoes, season the tomatoes, a little bit of the pepper on there, making sure they've all got the beautiful flavour on there. Some of the salt on top of it. And the ones what we've just dressed, give them a toss in the bowl. You can see here, making sure they're nicely covered. Okay, we'll start to put these on the plate. The flavours of the various tomatoes, I love it. I like that they add texture and the taste for it. Tomatoes are packed with vitamin C, and of course they've got lycopene in them as well. The shrimp are cooking nicely, you can see in the pan. I'm just going to turn them over. Be careful at home when you're actually cooking these not to overcook your shrimp. Always allow time for the shrimp to come off. At home you may want to use tongs. I've got some fresh cilantro and I'm just going to roll the leaves over each other, and towards the last moment I want to add this on top of the shrimp, and that's going to add a great flavour. Okay, the shrimp are now done. I'm just going to take some of that oil and make sure it goes over to add the great flavour to the shrimp. I'm not going to add any more salt and pepper to it. I'm going to let the people at the table side do that. Now we're going to add the shrimp to the dish. Delicious. I think 4 shrimp per person could be fine for this recipe. It's more than enough, especially on a hot summer's day like today. Some of the fresh cilantro goes on top. There you have it, a wonderful shrimp and tomato recipe. I hope you enjoy it.